Hi friends, welcome to DTK Food and Travels. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Today we're going to be experimenting with something. Let's see if this experiment is going to work. What we're going to do is we're going to make a fish pollichathu, but traditionally you usually use a flat fish such as tilapia, pearl spot, pamphlet, something along that line to make this dish. But today we're gonna try using a trout. We're just gonna use one since we're experimenting. We went ahead and cleaned it, made some scores on it just so the spices will penetrate and make it taste even better. First thing we're gonna do is go ahead and make a marinade for it. So for this marinade you need half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon salt or as needed, half a teaspoon of lemon juice, and 1 teaspoon of coconut oil, but we're using olive oil. You want to go ahead and mix this all together and then spread it on the fish. As you can see, when we first mixed it and started spreading the marinade on the fish, we figured it was a little too thick. So we did go ahead and thin it out with a little bit of water. So you can do that if you notice that the mix is a little too thick. So we're just going to go ahead and mix this up and then get this going. So we went ahead and put it in the refrigerator for 1 hour, and you do want to marinate it for at least 1 hour. So the next thing we needed to get a banana leaf. The challenge was finding a piece that was not torn. So we made this video and this recipe in January. So that's the advantage of living in South Texas, is that it doesn't get that cold. So we still had banana leaf, but unfortunately the wind was not too kind, so all our banana leaves were pretty torn. But hey, there was a rose though that did not die. Anyway, I did manage to find about 3 banana leaves that weren't too bad. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and heat a skillet, put some coconut oil at the bottom. Then you want to go ahead and try to get a banana leaf that's not too torn up. And then go ahead and put this in the skillet, and you want to go ahead and press it down, hold it down to try to get it to wilt a little bit. If it doesn't, it'll keep popping up. So once it's wilted, you want to put a little bit of coconut oil or olive oil. We use coconut oil for the frying process. Then spread a little bit on the banana leaf itself, then put 1 stem of curry leaf, and then put the marinated fish on top of it. And then you want to go ahead and cover it and then fry it till it's cooked on one side, then flip over and cook on the other side. One thing I forgot to mention is that we're shallow frying it, but you don't have to. You can deep fry the fish. We're just trying to do it a little healthier. That's the reason we put the banana leaf in the frying pan. You don't even have to do that. You can shallow fry it without the banana leaf. So while that's cooking, we're gonna go ahead and make the masala for the fish. So go ahead and heat up 1 tablespoon of olive oil, then put 1 diced onion in it, and you can put a little bit of salt in it to get it to wilt a little bit faster. That's all we're trying to do. We're just gonna try to get this to wilt. And I did use 1 inch of ginger. That's the fish cooking on the other side as for getting the masala ready. So you want to go ahead and dice up 1 inch of ginger, and then about 3 to 5 garlic, just sliced. That should be fine. So once the onions are wilted, you want to go ahead and add the ginger and the garlic, and then go ahead and cook that till it's not raw anymore. And this will just take a few minutes. And then you want to go ahead and use 1 tomato. The tomato that we had was aroma, so that's what we used. This was not a real sour tomato, so for this you want to use a tomato that's pretty sour. So there's the fish. We just flipped it over And then we're just gonna go ahead and finish cooking while we're finishing up on the masala. So now all the tomatoes and onions, everything's cooked. Now we're gonna start adding the masalas. The masalas that you want to add are 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder, half a teaspoon Kashmiri chili powder. So for the Kashmiri chili powder, we're only putting in half a teaspoon, but if you want it more spicy, you can add more. If you like it less spicy, of course, you want to reduce the amount. Then 1 teaspoon coriander powder, 1/4 teaspoon fennel powder. So the fennel powder is optional, you don't have to add that. Then half a teaspoon of black pepper powder. But we did add the fennel powder because that just takes it to a next level. It definitely tastes better with the fennel powder in there. Now you just want to saute it until you get the raw taste of that out. And once all the spices are infused, you want to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of coconut milk. And go ahead and mix that, and once it's well mixed, there's one last ingredient that you're going to add. Remember I said our tomato was not really sour, so we did go ahead and add half a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar to this. You can add any kind of vinegar. So this is one of the sad looking banana leaves I got. So you do want to wilt the leaf before you put the fish in it, otherwise when you fold it, the leaf is just gonna break. I did have another banana leaf also that I wilted, so we decided to go ahead and use this long banana leaf that was in a better condition than my other sad one. I just showed that I was wilting earlier. So you want to put a little bit of coconut oil or olive oil on the leaf and put a stem of the curry leaf. Then put half of your masala mix on the leaf. The fish is ready, so we're gonna go ahead and get the fish, and we're gonna go ahead and place the fish, and then you would put the rest of the masala on it. Looks so yummy. So one of the things I was afraid of was that the fish was gonna break when we turn it over. That's our cat Beanie enjoying the day outside with us. This is the day when the cold front was supposed to come in that night, but it was still a beautiful day because it wasn't cold outside yet. And then we're gonna go ahead and put the fish on there. You can remove that curry leaf because we're gonna put a fresh one on there. And then put the rest of the masala mix, then put a curry leaf on top of it, and then we're gonna fold it. And then you can use whatever to tie this, but my husband went ahead and got like a thread looking thing from the banana plant itself and then tied with it. That's our other cat, Peanut. They're not supposed to go on the grass, so she got caught in the act, so she was running back, looking all innocent there. Okay, there you go. Then put the curry leaf on top. Then we're just gonna go ahead and close this. See how when we close it, the leaf is not breaking. That's because we wilted it. So make sure you do that. That's the secret to keeping that intact. Then we're just gonna tie it with the twine from the banana leaf, the little rope, and then you're gonna put the package in the skillet that you fried it in earlier. You can add a little more oil if you need to, about 5 to 7 minutes on each side, and it will come out perfect like this. And I was afraid, like I said, that this would fall apart since trout has really soft flesh. But even when we flipped it over and all this maneuvering, it did not. It was just perfect. It came out perfect. I think we're going to be doing this a little more often than just once in a while because this was so easy and this was super yummy. We had it for lunch that day. This was the star of our lunch that day. All the other items were kind of pushed to the side. I wish we had made two, but one was okay. I got half and my husband got the other half. See how juicy and yummy it looks. It was just as good. I hope all of you will try this recipe, and I will have the full recipe in the description of this video. Thank you for watching.